All right, Rudy, got a copy?
Okay, we are live. Sorry about that, Scott. Wow, kind of freaked
No
me out
problem.
there for a minute.
I did.
Yeah, yeah. When you come in, I was like, I wasn't expecting that. But
Sorry about that.
oh, that's no problem. I was kind of quiet here, and I was like, all of a sudden you spoke up, and I was like, oh, doggone it, we're on the air. So, all right, so
Sorry
season.
about that.
You're fine. Season finale here tonight, Scott. I'm excited, man. This is I was looking at the points earlier, and Tom Clayton looks like he may have it sewed up, but you know, a lot can happen out there on the track. And
I mean,
Terry Bellinger's not that far behind him.
we got in the room. I'm just now logging into the room. I'm not in there yet.
Like 20 or so, 20 something, I think, counting you and I.
So it's going to be close just on the sheer size of the field if it'll even be possible or not.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so trying to get things finished up here. Sorry about this, folks. Just bear with me for a minute. I got my hands full here.
We're both a little behind tonight.
Yep, just a little. Well, I think the shorter practice kind of really throws me off a little bit. I think I have everything ready, and then come down to it, I don't. You know, so. But we're getting there. But thanks for joining us, folks. Like we were saying, this is a season finale here at GAC. We'll be back next season. We're going to be off. They'll be off for 2 weeks, Scott. Next week, next Monday, and the following Monday. They won't be back till June 13th here at GAC.
10-4.
Not sure. I talked to Vince. He's still not sure what they're going to run. The voting is still open. So they're, it's kind of like they've got a few votes for super late models, they got a few votes for trucks, they got a few votes for the B car. So he said it's still kind of up in the air, and he doesn't really want to say what it is yet until all the votes are in. So
Well, that's cool that they're voting on it at least.
yes, yeah, I like that. We tried that, and it seemed to work out pretty good, but there was a few people that didn't like it. So, yeah. All right, 80 laps here tonight in the Xfinity cars, and they do throw the old B car in here, and I've noticed there is a couple of guys running the old B car. I believe Dwayne LaPrade is running it, is one of them.
Yeah, when I came into the room, I actually put the old B car by mistake.
Yeah, I did too.
I just clicked it real quick now, and I noticed I was like, oh man, but now I was like, oh, well, I'm not racing, no big deal.
I think there's more than just that, but I know Dwayne LaPrade is for sure. He told me, he said he wanted to run that tonight, and I said, oh, that's cool. I'm just going to see if I could get the points up here real quick. Okay, so Tom Clayton with a, looks like a 25-point lead. I thought it was 34, but that's back to Len McNeese. Len McNeese in third place, 34 points out. Vincent Viney is 39 points away. And Dwayne LaPrade, 56 points. So depending on what Tom Clayton does out there tonight, we could have an upset, or we could just have a walk away with the championship and crown Tom Clayton the champion. So it's all up in the air here to see what's going to happen. So we're about a little less than 8 minutes away from qualifying, and like I said, Tom Clayton in the points lead right now. I'm still trying to get things ironed out here. Still got a couple things I got to do, and we should be
with
okay.
With bonus points, Rudy, and the field that we do have right now, it is possible that if Tom Clayton finished last and Terry Bellinger were to win a race, then he could possibly win the championship at the same time.
Well, there you go.
But it's going to take something dramatic. Tom's going to have to be one of the very first trucks out of the race for Terry to have a shot.
Right. Exactly.
There might be a couple of spot window there, but anything, 5 or above from last, and Tom's got it sealed up.
Mark McFadden said to check out the back of his car, so take a look at it there in the chase view. You'll see he's got the vote going on there. He's got Cadillacs Monday night, and I forget what it was, something on Tuesday night.
It's a crazy looking paint scheme.
Yeah.
Rudy, I got to step away for just a second. I'll be back in just a second, buddy.
Yes, sir. Okay, 6 minutes from qualifying. Make sure you got something to drink and a snack and ready for the duration here tonight, because it's going to be a good race, I believe. I think we're in for a treat here tonight. These guys really know how to race good, and we always see good, clean races here at GAC. So it won't be no surprise for them to put out another good quality race here tonight for the season finale. That's right, DW12. Yep. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. I couldn't remember. Hey, that's that old age setting in, buddy. You know that CRS disease. Can't remember blankety blank. Yep. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, between the Cadillacs and the DW12, so it could be interesting to find out what next season is going to hold here at GAC. Remember, folks, they'll be off for 2 weeks. We'll be back June 13th.
All right, Rudy, I'm back, buddy.
Okie dokie.
We're going to turn a couple laps real quick and see how the car feels.
All right, I'll get on you here, and maybe you can give us a walk through on the track.
I'm in the old car, so I don't know how the setup's going to do with the old car.
Roger that. We're on you. Clorox.
Yes, sir. That was my old radio name when I used to work for that country music or country radio station a long time ago.
Clorox?
Yes, sir. I had ice hair at the time.
June 13th. June 13th. I'll be back.
10-4.
No, Kevin was asking in chat there. He said July 13th, and I said no, June 13th. Or July, I meant. You're right, it is July. He had me all messed up. He was saying May and June, and I was like, oh, man. So you are right, Kevin. July 13th, they will be back. But we will be covering a race next Monday night, though, so make sure you tune in next Monday night, because we will be covering, I believe it's Sim Racing Authority. Being we're off here, they've asked me to cover a race on a night that we're off, and I think that is, I'm not sure exactly what track. I think it might be Dover or something, I think, but that'll be the Gen 6 series there at Sim Racing Authority. So we will have a broadcast next Monday night.
Right on. I did not know that. Oh, in the wall.
Ouch.
Yeah, I was kind of messed up trying to avoid all that down there in 4. Screwed up my rhythm.
Okay, 2 minutes. 2-minute warning goes up for these guys. Not sure if they had their drivers meeting yet or not, but they usually do tune in for their drivers meeting on pit road. But looks like maybe they've already got that out of the way, or they are having it in TeamSpeak. I'm not really sure. Okay, we're on you, Scott. Those were always a good car, the old Impalas.
Yeah, I like them, and the set doesn't really feel that bad with it.
In fact, I think I won my very first race in iRacing in that car.
They're calling for the drivers' meeting now.
Ah, okay. All right.
So I'll pull it off here.
Well, we're about to cut away here for a minute, in about a minute, 30 seconds, to play our national anthem. So that'll give them good time to have their drivers meeting. All right, folks, we will be right back in just a minute.
Guys.
And now, the most famous words in motorsports. Gentlemen, start your engine!
Okay, Scott, we're back.
And Rudy, it's good to be back, buddy.
All right, yes, sir.
Haven't been around for the last couple of races, so it's good to be back at the racetrack tonight. Fortunately and unfortunately, my Chicago Blackhawks ran out of teams to beat, so I'm able to be here tonight.
There you go. Well, drivers' meeting is cutting into qualifying time here, but I'm sure they're about ready to roll off the grid and get things going.
Well, they ended the drivers' meeting well over a minute ago.
Okay, there we go. There's some times coming in now.
And now that I see these times, Rudy, and the times that I was running in practice for our race tomorrow night, they're pretty similar.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, though, the weather difference with the weather not cranked all the way down, there was a little more traction there tonight here in this room,
And
as opposed to the practicing I was doing.
That's kind of what I'm worried about.
Also, Kevin Bonner was telling me that he was in there with an overcast, and if you make it overcast, it should correct that. You know how you got everything turned down? Just make the clouds overcast.
Okay. Oh, I could go back and change that.
Yeah, because he was in there and he mistakenly put it overcast, and he's like, it was nothing like it was when I put it on partly cloudy.
Well, there's no surprise. Tom Clayton on the top.
Yeah, he's looking to clinch that championship the good old-fashioned way by winning.
There you go. He's not going to just lay down and let it come to him. He's going to get out there and try to win it. He's really got nothing to lose. He does have to be careful not to be the first one out of the race, because that could cost him the points with only what did I say, 25 points separating him and Terry Bellinger.
Yeah, and I'm looking at it now, and it looks like they're going to have 25 cars start this race. So there is a chance that Bellinger could win the championship tonight.
Yeah, it would be a total upset.
With bonus points, there was a 4-point difference between first and second in the last race. So if you took those 4 and then added in a couple more, luxury spots there that he's got the little room to play with, there could be a shot. You never know with an early crash from Tom Clayton.
I hope we don't see that, but it is possible.
Yes, sir.
Well, 80 laps here, mile-and-a-half track. Shouldn't take that long to knock this out. And I'm sure these guys are anxious to get going and get this season over and get on to the next season where everybody will start out at 0 again. Looks like
Is it
that's
going to be?
Huh?
Is there going to be 10 races again next season, Rudy?
I don't know that. I don't know yet. I haven't heard. Okay, let's run down through the list, see where everybody is. Tom Clayton taking the pole with a 30.071. Congratulations to him for that pole. Kernan Church in second. Michael Campbell in third. Dwayne LaPrade fourth. Terry Bellinger fifth. Jim Locking in sixth place. Robert Sharp seventh. Wayne Feldman eighth. Gary Shank ninth, and Vincent Viney in 10th. Vincent Viney, excuse me, in 10th place. Scott?
We've been pronouncing his name wrong all this time.
Yes, sir.
Our bad, Vincent. Sorry about that, buddy. I had no idea. That's the first time I've heard that. Well, starting 11th, Rudy, is John Estes. Doug Shaw Jr. start 12th. John Stanley's 13th. Lynn McNeese starts 14th. David Gain 4th, our defending champion. He starts 15th. Rolando Arroyo starts 16th. Michael Palmer 17th. Robert Fuller will start 18th tonight. Billy Rottenberger 19th. Tony Gray back there in the 20th spot. Mark McFadden will start 21st. Don Steves 22nd. Paul Cohen 23rd. Terry Walters will start 24th. Jeffrey Coaches will start dead last, 25th. Rudy.
All right. Good deal. And they are waiting for the command to get going here. Well, looks like they're rolling, but the pace car's not.
Interesting.
Yeah. Pace car just sat there. Oh, get them going, Scott.
10-4, buddy. All right, Rudy. The season finale. And can Tom Clayton finish this rookie season off and be your champion in the TaxSlayer.com machine? I think the 22 on the outside is going to have something to say about that, Rudy.
Yeah, Kernan's been pretty tough this season, so.
Well, there goes the pace car, Rudy. We're ready to go racing. Field's a little stack up in the back, but the green flag does fly, and we're underway here in the season finale for GAC. Tom Clayton gets a nice start there off the line, and he will take the lead. Kernan Church will tuck in second. Looks like even though we had a little bit of an accordion effect, Rudy, everybody got away cleanly.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Dwayne LaPrade in third. Michael Campbell fourth. And here's Terry Bellinger, the man that's in second place in the points. Catches that apron, slips up a little bit, and he's going to lose a position and possibly two. Jim Locking gets by him, and Wayne Feldman taking a look on the outside. Got to stay away from that apron.
Yeah, that bottom line in general is slippery, so you definitely don't want nothing to do with the apron. Still a long way to go, though, Rudy.
Oh, yeah. Wayne Feldman does get by him, though. No change up front right at the moment. Let's go back here in the field a little bit. Gary Shank in ninth. Vincent Viney in 10th place. he falls in here. That's right where he started, so we've got some challenges for the lead. Robert Sharp on the inside of Terry Bellinger. Oh, and they almost get together. Robert had to really back out of the gas right there. He would have got into the side of Terry.
And he gives it up right now. Figures he'll save it for another lap.
That's the best thing to do.
Gary Shank's right there behind them. Then Vincent's right there behind Gary. Just kind of waiting to see how this unfolds, Rudy.
John Estes 11th, Chuck Shaw 12th, and Len McNeese. Actually, Len, wasn't it Len that was in third? Yeah, Len is in third.
Yes, sir.
Not too awful far behind Terry, so Terry definitely got his work cut out for him tonight to finish ahead of Len.
And Rudy, we've already got some guys off the base back here. Don Steves, Terry Walters, and Paul Cohen have all fallen way back early on.
Yeah, Don Steves 20 seconds off of the leader. That really puts him not too awful far ahead of the leader.
Yeah, no, they'll be lapped pretty shortly.
Yeah, he's not in the draft, so he's losing a lot of time back here. Jeffrey Coaches that started dead last on the field is already picked up 6 spots. Mark McFadden in 20th. Michael Palmer 19th. Billy Rodenberger in the Pennzoil machine in 18th place.
And Rudy, both Robert Sharp and Gary Shank have gotten by Terry Bellinger, and Vincent Viney's looking on the bottom now. He's going to get by Bellinger. Terry is dropping like a rock right now, Rudy.
Well, I think that little slip he had earlier might have put the old scares in him a little bit. Somebody going down pit road. Who is that?
Yes, sir.
Wayne Feldman. Pit road already.
Unscheduled stop for Wayne.
Yeah, he's got some damage on that right front corner, so gosh, I hate to see him use that reset first thing. It's a long race here if he already uses it, and he did. He used the reset. So now he's got a long race.
Yeah, that's tough for him just to come down pit road. He's in danger of falling a lap down here. He should have tried to hang out a little while and tough it out.
Meantime, Kernan Church now 0.2 of a second off the back of Tom Clayton. Would just love to get up there and lead one lap anyhow. Closes down to 1/10. A little loose coming off of turn 4. Kernan saves it though, but it cost him a little bit of time. He falls back 0.4. And he's got to be careful because Dwayne LaPrad's not far behind him.
Tom has looked strong since the green flag dropped, Rudy. He can smell that championship.
Oh yeah, definitely. Jim Locking now closing up on Dwayne LaPrade. Robert Sharp, if you remember last week, just, man, he was way out there at, what was that, Auto Club? Auto Club. Yeah, he ran so well there at the beginning of the race. Man, he just was dominating.
And there's Don Steves bouncing off the wall a little bit as the leaders are about to put him a lap down.
Yep, Tom Clayton drives right on by him, and the other leaders get by him too. As Dwayne LaPrade
got held up there though, Rudy.
Yes, he did. Dwayne LaPrade goes into second, and Kernan Church goes back to fourth.
That slower car got up there, and Kernan for some reason got in behind him, and it slowed him down.
This guy's not far behind the leader, but boy, I'll tell you what, Tom Clayton is pulling away. He's out to almost a second ahead of Dwayne LaPrade now.
Tell you what, Rudy, Robert Sharp making his way towards the front. He's slowly gaining on these guys up front.
Yes, he is.
Gary Shank trying to keep up with him, but he's starting to lose pace back there, and Bellinger's gotten back by Viney, so he's fighting back a little bit here.
Yeah, he's got himself back down on that low line, got them tires cooled off a little bit, and now he's making a challenge to get back toward the front. He knows what he's got to do. He's got to stay ahead of Len McNeese to clinch that second spot in the points. So Len back in 10th place right now. So he's only 4 places behind.
And right in front of him, the guy we haven't talked about a whole lot tonight, and the Captain America machine, the 72 of John Estes, Rudy, running in 9th, having a good run tonight.
He sure is. He's just right on the bumper of Vincent Viney.
Yes, sir. Applying the pressure, looking for 8th spot. And everybody trying to get by Don Steves here.
Look back from the leader, 1.1 seconds back to Dwayne LaPrade. And I'll tell you, that's forever on a track. It just keeps getting spread out even further, but that's forever for them guys, you know, to catch up that 1.2 seconds. All you can do is really hope that Tom would make a mistake, catch the apron, or get loose on the turn, and Dwayne could reel him in. But I don't know. Tom's not one to make too many mistakes.
It's got to be a matter of tire wear, too. Who takes care of their tires the best on a long green flag run? And we haven't seen a caution yet. We're 15 laps in, so who knows? We may go green the whole way tonight.
Terry Bellinger in 6th, trying to reel in Robert Sharp in 5th. Yeah, I really wouldn't put it past them to go green. Now, they are only running 53% fuel tonight, and they only have 1 reset.
So it'll be at least a 2-stop race, then.
I would say yes, probably.
Well, meanwhile, Kernan Church has picked up a spot that he dropped. He's moved back into 3rd as he's gotten by Jim Locking. Jim trying to hang on to the bump, but Kernan's starting to pull away a little bit as he tries to reel back in 2nd place.
He pulls away about 0.4 of a second ahead of Jim Locking right now. And starting to close up on Dwayne LaPrade. Wants to get back up there. He started 2nd. He wants to get back into 2nd. Tom Clayton out in front by 1.3 seconds. Pretty much staying right about even there as Dwayne LaPrade's hanging on to him really well.
Looks like a big disload, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sure does. Terry Walters back in 22nd place. Haven't talked about him or Paul Cohen. Paul looks like he's got some right front damage on that car. Car painted up like dice, and it's got flames on the hood. Pretty cool looking.
Yeah, he's still on a lead lap, fighting us down that lead lap, Rudy.
Yes, he is. We got 3 of them off the pace there, 1 lap down. Wayne Feldman and Don Steves. John Stanley now 2 laps down. So these guys, Don Steves.
Ooh,
man.
Don Steves in the wall right there. He can't stay out of that wall, Rudy. He's got a love affair with the wall tonight.
Yeah, he's and it looks like he's heading for pit road. Does not like what he's feeling on that car. He comes in there pretty hot. I don't know. He may be coming to pit road to call it a night. I don't know. But Tom Clayton out front. Dwayne LaPrade 2nd, 1.5 seconds back. Jim Locking 3rd. Kern Church 4th. Robert Sharp in 5th. Terry Bellinger 6th. As these guys are getting spread out around the track pretty good here. Vincent Viney's got a whole slew of guys behind him. Gary Shank, John Estes, Len McNeese, all these guys right behind him.
And you were right, Rudy. Don Steves took it behind the wall. And Michael Palmer earlier, we missed that, but he took it behind the wall as well. So,
oh, man. Yeah, I missed that.
I don't think he started the race for some reason.
Oh, no, he didn't. Nope, I don't even have him on my relative here. Oh, yeah, there he is. Michael Palmer? Yeah, he's out there on the track.
Showing him that he disconnected on my screen.
He's in 17th place.
Yep, I just found him. That's weird.
Mark McFadden in 16th.
Well, if he ever reconnected, it never told me he did.
Yeah. Tony Gray, now looks like Tony Gray gets passed up by Mark McFadden. Tony looks like he's off the pace a little bit there.
Usually we see Tony running up front, but they ain't the case tonight. Having a tough run.
Yeah, he is. The one we ain't talked about, a couple of them that we haven't talked about tonight, David Gainforth. Started 15th and now running in 12th. Coming up on Chuck Shaw. Maybe to put Chuck Shaw another position back. And it looks like he is going to do it. Completes the pass on him. And Gainforth goes into 11th. Rolando Arroyo in 13th. And Robert Fuller 14th.
It hasn't quite been the same season for David Gainforth. He missed a race, and he doesn't have a win this season, and only 3 top 5s. Stuck back in 6th place. That's your defending champion.
Yes, sir. Now these guys have kind of gotten split up a little bit. Vincent Viney has pulled away from Gary Shank. Len McNeese now on the tail of Gary Shank. And John Estes right there in the Captain America car. Running in 10th.
I like that car, Rudy. That looking car that Estes is driving.
It sure is, yep. I like it too.
I'm not a big comic book guy either, but that's a good looking car.
Yep.
He looks like he's taking a fair under Len McNeese there, who's applying some pressure to Gary Shank. Let's see if he goes with him, Rudy.
Yeah. Len McNeese on the bottom. Not going to happen that time. Gary's just really strong.
He getting a run now.
Bad camera angle there.
There, 84 got by. 72's going to try to make his move now.
Yes, sir. And he's putting a lot of wheel into that, so he's just scrubbing the rubber right off of them tires, John Estes is.
And Gary slammed the door and said, only one at a time. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Gainforth sitting there waiting to see what's going to happen right behind John Estes. Trying to see if there's any other battles. Everybody is so spread out around the track. Michael Palmer and Michael Campbell back here, 17th and 18th place. Jeffrey Coaches, 19th. Ain't going to be long here, Scott, and we're going to be saying it's halfway.
I know this race is flying by. These boys usually do that, though. They put on a good show. They've only really had a couple of races since I've been calling races for them that were caution festivals. The rest of them, they average about 2 or 3.
Dwayne LaPrade now 2.8 seconds behind Tom Clayton.
Now, Rudy, John Estes has gotten by Gary Shank back here.
Oh, okay. Very good. Very good. Yeah, Gary's been kind of... and Gary's coming to pit road.
What's for Mr. Feelgoods?
Yes, he does. And a full tank of fuel. Sir, please.
Yeah, we should be seeing these guys in here soon, being that it's 53% fuel. Everybody should be coming in really soon.
Yeah. Puts him way back in 22nd, but after rotation goes around here, he'll probably be back on the lead lap. Looks like a 4-tire change for Gary Shank. Nobody else coming to pit road just yet, and he's out of there. But we do have another one on pit road. Chuck Shaw coming down pit road. And Robert Fuller.
Why those guys are Rudy. Tom Clayton's out here pulling away. He's got a 2.9 second lead now. Showing no signs of going down pit road.
No. That's the way some guys are. He probably wants to make it to the halfway point if he can and make it with the one stop, but I don't know if he can or not. David Gainforth.
He's going to be cutting it close.
David Gainforth coming on pit road. Isn't that him? I think. I'm trying to find him. Yeah, David Gainforth coming to his pit stall.
Yep.
The defending champion from last season, Mr. Bubble Machine.
Double Zero's on road too, Rudy.
Tony Gray, yes he is.
Yes, sir.
And Mark McFadden too. Mark's away. All right, so back up here on our leader, and our leader's heading for pit road.
Yep, couldn't make it to that halfway point. It will be a stop race. That's what I thought it would be when you think 53% fuel, knowing that about the average here is about 60.
Yeah.
Tom got 31 laps there.
Just about run her dry, so he will have to make one more pit stop for the end of this race. Looks like Vincent Vinny will take over the lead, but technically has not led a lap. Boy, and pit road is a flurry of activity right now.
Viney rooting. Vincent Viney.
Viney, sorry. Sorry. Thank you.
I can't believe we've been pronouncing it wrong all this.
I know.
And he just now corrected us.
Well, I asked him tonight. I said, "Is it Vinny or Viney?" And he goes, "It's Viney." But he said everybody called me Vinny. Vincent Vinny. He said even when I was in the service. But Vincent does lead a lap. He does lead a lap. Terry staying out there now is in second. Vincent getting ready to come to pit road, and Terry is on pit road. Excuse me. Terry is on pit road.
And here comes the 71. He comes down pit road now.
Yes, sir. He is looking at it here.
The Skittles machine.
I think this is going to pretty much, this will make everybody has been on pit road now. Vincent, the last one on pit road. Technically still in the lead, waiting for Jim Locking to come around and pass up Vince here to take the lead from him. Vincent gets his service done on his vehicle and he is away. And Jim Locking now takes over the lead. Has not led just yet, but he's been on pit road.
Did he take just 2 tires? He must have taken only 2 tires.
Yes, he did. Yep. 2 tires and a full tank of fuel. Tom Clayton is 2.3 seconds back, and he took 4 tires.
Yep, I was going to say, Tom Clayton's coming. There's our first caution of the evening, Rudy.
Oh, boy, just after everybody got done pitting.
Yep, and that's going to possibly bail out the guy that took 2 tires.
Well, I'm trying to find it here. It looks like Rolando gets into the side of Vincent Viney. Well, let's go take a look at it here. I think he just got really loose coming off of the turn. Off of turn 2, the dreaded turn 2. Vincent was just coming off of pit road. And when Rolando got loose here, he just
come down and hit it.
Oh, man.
Talk about being in the wrong place at the right time.
I know. What are the odds of that, huh?
Oh, wow. Look at who was that there? Ooh, 7 took a pound to the inside wall there trying to avoid it. But who was that drove right through that? The Pro Basker.
Watching this. Oh, yeah, Robert Fuller. Oh, he dumped it to try to avoid hitting everybody. Oh, my. We got 31 hitting the outside wall, too. Michael Palmer. So that just that stacked them up. Quite a few of them. It looks like our leader, Tom Clayton, is not going to come down pit road. He's going to stay out.
You got to go back. You got to go back and show that from Tony Gray's angle. He was involved in that accident too, but go on board with Tony Gray and watch how he almost got through that.
Well, let me see if I can find him and find that. Trying to find Tony Gray.
He did a great job of not running over the guy in front of him, and then he drove between 2 cars and it got out of control on him at that point. But a great job of not hitting anybody. He wound up hitting the wall, but still a great job.
You say go from the in car?
Yeah.
Okay, we're in car. I'm not sure if I went back far enough here. Or if I went too far. I think I'm all right here.
Should be lap 34.
Nope, I didn't go back far enough then. Let me see if I can go back one more lap here. Okay, on board with Tony Gray. Yeah, the accident's up ahead of him. Oh! Oh man, you talk about
Rudy,
oh, he did
talk
a
about going from feeling really great being, oh no.
yeah. That was terrible. Oh man, he missed all of that and then spun it out. Oh
Yeah. And hit the wall hard, so he had to come
yeah.
down pit road.
Okay, so Tom Clayton in first, Dwayne LaPrade second, Kernan Church third, Terry Bellinger fourth place, Tony Gray. Yeah, he's heading for pit road, so that's probably going to change up. Vincent Viney will be fifth. Robert Fuller will be sixth.
Jim
John
Locking
Estes.
realized.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Rudy, go ahead. I was just going to say Jim Locking realized his gamble wasn't going to pay off. Now he went in and got tires.
John Estes seventh. Michael Palmer eighth. Michael Campbell ninth. And you said Jim Locking. Oh, okay, he did come down already. Okay. So.
Yeah, he was the leader before this caution.
All right. Lights are back on.
They waved it off. Yeah, waved it off.
Okay, officials gave it one more lap here till green, folks. Well, first caution of the race. I wonder. Well, we're not going to have enough time right now, probably, to talk to somebody.
We'll get him next time.
Yeah, we'll get him next time if there's another caution.
Yeah,
if not,
that's true.
If not, we're gonna be talking to quite a few of them at the end of the race. So.
Season finale interviews. Got a champion interview. Might be your race winner tonight. Might be able to knock it all out in one shot. Stay tuned, folks.
Yep. Yeah, clean sweep. The race and the championship. That would be pretty awesome.
Rudy, have I said it's going to be back at the racetrack tonight? Because it is, buddy.
Yes, you did.
I just want to say it again. It's good to be back.
Well, out of 9 starts, Tom Clayton's got 2 wins. 5 top 5s, 8 top 10s. So, and he's gained 12 bonus points this season. That's more than anybody.
And this is his rookie season.
Yeah. The only other one that's close to him was Kernan Church with gaining 11 bonus points, but Kernan's only been in 4 races. This will be 5th. So half of the races Kernan's been in, and he's back in 24th place in the points.
Yeah, but every time the 22 unloads it off the hauler, he's definitely a contender, Rudy. Look who's up there in the 4th spot, Rudy. Did you notice that?
Terry Bellinger, heck yeah.
Yes, sir. Making a little noise. Running that Elvis paint scheme. That's one of my favorite paint schemes that's in this league. I'm not really an Elvis guy, but that's just a cool looking paint scheme.
It is. It is for sure.
I am a Budweiser guy. Well, get us going, Rudy.
All righty. Okay, pace car heads for pit road. Tom Clayton waiting on the green, and green is out. Good start by everybody. Kernan Church with a good start right there. Tucks right up in behind Tom Clayton, trying to bid for second. Wants to get up there and lead a lap. Dwayne LaPrade on the high side. Terry Bellinger
almost getting. Sorry, Rudy. I was just gonna say Robert Fuller almost getting run over back there.
Oh yeah, man, he's holding up the whole freight train back here. Jim Locking gets by him.
Oh, we got a big wreck.
Uh-oh.
Big wreck. They're still wrecking.
Oh my. Michael Campbell involved. Oh boy. Let's go back and see what happened. Like coming out of the turn 4.
Right in a short chute.
Yeah, him and
Hey,
the 31 of Michael Palmer get together. Oh boy.
that was a horrendous crash for the 31.
Oh man, I guess. And everybody slips by Michael Campbell here. Man, that was some amazing driving there. But not so
What a
good for
ride!
not so good for him.
What a ride for the 31. Well, who you want
I'm
to
gonna go
interview,
back.
Rudy?
I'm gonna go back and watch that one more time. I might maybe talk to. Why don't we talk to Michael Palmer and see if he's all right?
You and wanting to interview people who just crashed out of the race.
Well, not really, but you know.
you do it all the time. What do you mean, not really?
Well, I want to make sure he's
You've done it to
okay.
me a couple times.
Is he going to be able to make it, for the rest of the race? Did he save his reset? That's kind of what I'm curious to find out. Boy, oh boy,
Well,
what a spill.
yeah, he took a hell of a ride down the front stretch. Let's talk to him. Let's see how he feels after that ride.
All right, let me see if I can get a word in here with him.
Okay.
Michael Palmer, this is Rudy up in the MaxSpeedTV booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, Rudy.
Well, I guess the first question is are you okay, Michael? Boy, that was one heck of a ride you went for there, buddy.
Yeah, I think half the field run into me after I lost it there.
Well, did you have a reset where you'll be able to get back out there or not?
Yeah, I have a reset, but I'm towing right now. That engine went on me.
Oh, man. Okay, well, you get her fixed up, get back out there, Michael. You might be able to pick up a few positions, and we'll wish you the best of luck. Good luck, buddy.
All right, thank you, Rudy.
And Rudy, it looks like we got a casualty from that crash. Tony Gray took it behind the wall, and he's done for the evening.
Oh, man. See, I didn't even think, I thought he slipped through that, but obviously not. Well, he had damage from previously, that last wreck, and he probably used his reset on that, and if he got a lot of damage this time, he didn't have no reset left.
Yep. So I'm still showing 20 on the lead lap, Rudy. That's not bad. We started with 25. 20 are still on the lead lap. We're about halfway.
A little past halfway.
They will have to make one more stop.
Yep. Rolando,
You're watching the season finale, folks.
Rolando Arroyo, I don't know exactly what happened to him. I think he must have got caught up into that. He is running 4 laps down back in 24th place. He should be able to pick up a couple of positions here as some guys are still on pit road. Michael Palmer, Tony Gray out of the race. So he may be able to pick up 1 or 2 more positions. Billy Rodenberger.
If you remember,
what happened to him?
If you remember, Rudy, Arroyo was the one that caused that first caution when he come down and got into Vincent.
Yep.
So he probably had to tow from the damage. Probably blew his motor, so that's probably why he found so many laps down from towing. Because everybody gets a reset. That's the only thing I could gather is he had to tow. Oh, lights should go out this time, Rudy.
2008 Mustang. What? Kevin says in chat, check out that 2008 Mustang. Only 7 years old. Oh, he must be talking about the pace car. Yeah. Yeah, that is an older Mustang. Just a few models out of date. You think that they
Kevin
would...
Bonner?
Yeah. You would think they would update that pace car.
They'll get around to it eventually. What's up, Kevin? What's up, everybody else out in the TV world?
That shouldn't be too big of a deal to update that pace car. All right, well, get them going here, buddy.
10-4. Tom Clayton looking to get back to business, folks.
Just a reminder, he did not stop on that caution.
Guy behind him is definitely looking for him to miss a gear.
Yes, he is.
Pace car's off, waiting on that flag, man. We're back under green flag conditions as we look to finish up the GAC season.
Terry
Pretty good
Ballinger.
start from Clayton.
Yep. Terry Ballinger gets around. Boy, he is going to drive around Dwayne LaPrade too. So he goes into second.
2-for-1 deal there, Rudy.
Oh, we got wrecking going on. Robert Fuller into it. Oh
Big
my.
time crash back there. 2 or 3 cars hard into the inside wall.
Yeah. Let's go back and see. Man, oh man, what happened here? Big wreck.
And, you know, that's a shame for Terry Bellinger, Rudy, because he got such a great restart there, and now he's going to have to start on the outside of Tom Clayton.
Oh, he come right across the nose of John Estes. And, oh man. Is that John Estes? In the Captain America car. But more,
Yes, sir.
more guys got into it here, though. Boy, oh boy. The 56 of Chuck Shaw and the 126 of Wayne Feldman get into it as well. So, and Robert Fuller on his roof. Wow, you don't see that too awful many times in iRacing right there, cars on the roof.
Robert Sharp did a good job avoiding all that.
So definitely be a tow involved for Robert Fuller. Well, as cautions breed cautions, Scott, you know how that goes.
Yes, sir.
Cautions breed cautions. These guys, everybody getting spread out again is, boy, it's going to take a while. Like it did there at the beginning of the race. Everybody started getting spread out around the track. And you race the track, you know, instead of racing each other. Now they're getting down to the latter half of the race. They got to start thinking about racing each other now. So the racing's going to become a whole lot different than it was in the first half.
Wonder if we'll see anybody pit time by, because Tom should be able to make it.
Yeah, they should all be able to. Well,
With these caution laps, I'm banking that if they pit on this lap here, they'd be able to make it the rest of the way, because they'll still have at least 2 more caution laps.
Well,
and I'm sure we'll have at least 1 more caution.
We'll see if he does here. Yeah, but the question would be that if the caution doesn't come out, tires are going to be like shot by the end of the race, you know?
Yeah, but, you know, if you got enough fuel, you just learn to limp it home. I would be surprised if they don't come down. They're not going to come down, so maybe they're banking on another caution. Because now, Rudy, if a caution doesn't come out, there will be a green flag pit stop.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, Kernan Church starting second, Vincent Viney third, Jim Locking fourth, Gary Shank fifth, John Estes sixth, Jeffrey Coaches coming from the back of the field will be seventh, Michael Campbell eighth, Robert Sharp ninth, and David Gainforth 10th.
Mark McFadden's back there in 11th, Rudy. Terry Belanger's fallen all the way back to 12th, unfortunately. Dwayne LaPrade's in 13th. Lynn McNeese is running 14th. Terry Walters, he's 15th. Paul Cohen's running 16th. 17th is Chuck Shaw Jr. And the last car on a lead lap, this guy was 2 laps down earlier, Rudy. John Stanley.
Yeah. Yep, he stayed out there
on the lead lap.
Them. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Billy Rodenberger 1 lap down in 19th. Michael Palmer 20th, a couple laps down. Wayne Feldman out of the race. Robert Fuller sitting on pit road, and Rolando Arroyo 23rd place, but he's 4 laps down. Well, looks
Terry
like
was the only guy out of them leaders that decided to go down and take fuel, Rudy. Wonder how that'll play into it. Maybe he's listening to the broadcast.
That could be. He might be one of the only ones that is not going to have to stop, so we'll see. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going back green.
Well, get us going, Rudy.
I sure will, buddy.
Boy, that made me excited that Terry went down and pitted. Let's see how this ends.
Oh, yeah. That could be a good thing. He could just kind of ride right now and knowing that he's the only one out there that could probably make it the rest of the way. There might be some others, but he's pretty fast. So we'll see. It could kind of rest his mind at ease, you know.
And knowing that, if he was the only guy that went down, I didn't watch to see how many of them went down, but if he was the only guy, if there was only one or two other guys, I kind of take it easy out there and conserve a little bit of fuel just so I know I made it to the end. Because these other guys are definitely going to have to stop.
Absolutely. That's for sure. All right. Pace car looking to come in pit road. It does. Tom Clayton waiting on the green, and there it is. Green, green, green. Good start by everybody.
Yes, sir. Current Church got a great restart. He's right there with Clayton. Looks like John Estes didn't get a good restart, though. He almost got run over, and he dropped way back. Still dropping.
Kernan Church keeping the pressure on both of them. Kernan into the wall. Everybody
Yes, sir.
scatters. Vincent Viney, man, he just like left turned right there. He seen that was coming.
Locking, trying to get around Shank right behind all this.
Tom Clayton already 0.4 of a second ahead of Kernan Church.
Yep, trying to do his own thing and set sail here.
Battles right behind him here. Jim Locking trying to get by Gary Shank, and boy, oh boy, the cars are scattering again. Mark
Vincent held on
McFadden.
to it.
Mark McFadden in 6th place. Robert Sharp 7th. Dwayne
What a run
LaPrade
for
8th.
Mark to get up there.
Yeah, I know it. That's great. Started 21st today, and here he is running in 6th.
This is a battle right here, Rudy.
I'm telling you what, man. This is, and Mark really out of shape.
Big save. Big save.
Oh, almost comes back over into Dwayne LaPrade. Dwayne gets by him, though.
If this were hockey, Rudy, that'd be equal to glove save.
Oh, yeah. Terry Walters really out of shape.
Another good save.
Yeah, it was, man. That was a great save there. He's going to lose a ton of positions, but that's better than the alternative because he had been heading right for pit road to hit it head on.
Not the kind of way you want to go down pit road.
No. Terry Bellinger. Look at this here. Terry Bellinger, Len McNeese. I mean, right there. Len backs out of it, though. Len goes back a little bit. He loses traction. And he lost a couple of positions on that. But, boy, he was right on the bumper of Terry Bellinger.
Yeah, he's dropping a lot. He's dropping like a rock in the ocean.
John Stanley gets by him. John's got quite a bit of damage on his car on the Ritz machine. He's got some cracked crackers there, I think.
Yeah, but he's done a hell of a job of getting that thing back on the lead lap.
Yes, he did. All right, back up front. Kernan Church, 1/2 of a second behind our leader. And these guys have pulled away by quite a bit over Gary Shank in 3rd. 25 to go, folks. And these guys are getting after it now.
Paul Cohen's going to lose a couple spots back here, Rudy. David Gainforth gets by, and Terry Belanger trying to make his way back to the front. He knows these guys are going to have to stop. He may not have to, folks.
Yeah, he may not have to. I would say probably not. Checkers or wreckers, Kevin says. Don't save. Checkers or wreckers. Gainford, right where he started. No, he's in 10th. He started 15th. Okay. Jeffrey Coaches. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, Clayton and Kernan Church have set sail, Rudy. They're gone.
Oh, yeah. Dwayne LaPrade now in 6th. Moving forward. Started 4th and got way back in the field there after pit stops. And now he's got the task of getting back up here to the leaders. But I'll tell you what, he's got some.
Viney up there.
Yeah, he's got some really tough guys ahead of him.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Yeah, Vincent, man, he's on a roll tonight.
When this run first restarted, he was having some issues holding these guys off. Now he's maintained it.
Yeah, well, everybody's out there pretty much, well, not all of them are on new tires. Actually, the front part of this field did not stop. He's one of them that did not stop.
Mark McFadden just got by Robert Sharp again there, Rudy. They're having a little battle of their own back here as Robert Sharp looks back underneath. He's going to try to take it back.
Dwayne LaPrade getting by Jim Locking. Almost. Caught that apron, and boy, that cost him big time. He's not giving up, though. Going into turn 1, he's got a nose ahead of him. He's got to stay away from that apron, though. He does clear Jim Locking. Jim, clear up the hill. That opened the door up.
64.
Yeah, Robert Sharp to step right in it. Wow, man, this is good. This is some exciting racing here. I'm loving every second of this. Mark McFadden.
Oh, he had to get out of it there for a second. Looked like he almost got in the wall.
Yes, sir.
And if you look right back behind him, look who's coming, Rudy.
Terry Bellinger. He's coming.
Got by David Gainforth.
Yes, sir. Well, I talked to Vince there earlier about, I think all the guys have agreed to one thing out there. Terry Bellinger, if they gave a prize out to the most, the guy that the most improved, it would be Terry Bellinger would get the award.
I agree.
I from what I understand, it's cost him a lot of money to buy equipment. And as we know, you know and I know, Scott, the better equipment does make for a better racer out there on the track, you know, versus somebody like me that drives a Driving Force GT. You know, a better equipment makes you a better racer.
Yes, sir. There's the reason why you pay those hundreds of dollars.
Vincent Viney still trying to hold off as he gets by Billy Rodenbarger, and he's trying to hold off Dwayne LaPrade. Dwayne's got into 5th now. And these guys chasing down Gary Shank. And these guys are all way back behind the leader, Scott. Kernan Church is 0.6 of a second from Tom Clayton. But they are 3.8 seconds ahead of Gary Shank in 3rd.
But you know what? They're going to have to make a pit stop.
Yes, sir.
I'm willing to bet on it. There's no way they can get to the finish.
I don't believe so. I don't think they could save enough fuel out there because it doesn't look like they're pedaling on any. It looks like they're hammered down.
Yes, sir.
Kernan Church now fall 1 second back. Gary Shank 4.5 seconds. He could be trying to save, but I haven't heard anybody like letting off the gas or anything. Ooh, Robert Sharp really loose right there coming out of turn 4. But it looks like he's going to drive by Jim Locking. Robert Sharp goes into 6th. And look at this. Vincent Viney has caught up to Gary Shank. And that would be for 3rd. Dwayne LaPrade in tow. Boy, we're getting a good battle right here. I don't want to see this finish under caution. I want to see this finish so good, Scott.
Yeah, I want to see it finish green. I want to see how this plays out. I want to see if they got enough fuel. I'm curious to know if Tom came in that early, knowing he could still make it the rest of the way if he pitted as early as he did.
And he may have done that just banking that there would be another caution. And if another caution don't come out, he will have to probably pit. And man, that's fuel mileage race. I love it.
Yeah.
David Gainforth in 10th. Michael Campbell 11th. These guys are all battling here. And look at this, Vincent Viney making a bid on 3rd place, getting by Gary Shank on the bottom. And he does it pretty easy.
Hell of a run for the Skittles machine tonight, Rudy.
Man. He popped a couple of them Skittles in his mouth and he said, "Let's go, baby."
looks like Marshawn Lynch of the Seattle Seahawks. Couple Skittles equals touchdowns. Here it equals positions.
There you go. Oh, what's that? Dwayne LaPrade going way down the hill trying to put the block. Putting the block on Robert Sharp there. What? And that
Looks
opened
like
the door for Mark McFadden to get in there.
Looks like 5 o'clock rush hour traffic, Rudy.
Man, I'm telling you, Robert Sharp does clear Dwayne LaPrade, though.
And Rudy, Kernan Church just came out of the pits, which tells me that they're not going to have enough fuel to make it the leaders.
Yep. He may have pitted early just to make sure that he did. It's going to put him a lap down, but he should be able to get back on the lap as a lot of these guys, on the lead lap, as a lot of these guys are going to have to pit. But now Tom Clayton, 1.1 second ahead of. Ooh, what did he do? He backed out of it.
He's backed way out of it. Yeah, he's trying to save fuel now.
Oh.
He's backed way out of it.
Vincent
He knows
Viney.
he's going to run out.
Yep, Vincent Viney is closing on him quick. Well, he really does not have anything to lose right now. Robert Sharp up on the high side drives it in a little too hard on Vincent. But he's not giving up. Vincent's still hanging on to second. Robert Sharp into the wall. Oh no, is that going to bring out a caution? No. No caution. Wow, did he hit the wall hard.
And we got 10 to go, Rudy.
Oh boy. Tom Clayton with only 3/4 of a second ahead of Vincent Viney. Now this is for the win, but Tom Clayton's going for the championship. He's looking for the big picture. Okay? Yeah, he wants to get the win, but he's got the championship now. It's pretty much over.
It would just be, there would be that gut-wrenching feeling when you thought about it later on, though, how you let yourself run out of fuel in the championship race.
Yeah.
It's got to be concerning.
Yeah. I'm sure. Well, no guts, no glory.
And I tell you what, the 29 back there, he is driving the wheels off that thing, Rudy.
Yes, he is. Gary
71's
Shank.
coming in now.
Oh, yeah, there it
And
goes.
so's the leader. The leader's now. The leader had to pit, Rudy.
Tom Clayton and Vincent Viney both on pit road gives the lead up to Gary Shank, which he's led for the first time today. Dwayne LaPrade in second. Are these guys going to have to pit?
Who's got enough fuel to make it to the end? I didn't think that they could go that far. Knowing Tom Clayton, how he stretches out fuel windows, I didn't think that he would leave that much room on the top end of it to where he could make it the rest of the way.
Well, he's
going to 40 laps.
He's coming off pit road now, but he's going to be back in 13th place. Vincent's still on pit road. Now gets off of pit road. I'm not sure if Tom's going to get back up to speed. No, he won't. And he will go a lap down as Gary Shank and the whole crew drive on by him.
Wow. And Rudy, that could play into the championship now. We'll see where he shuffles in.
Well, I got him back in 13th place, but he's still got the championship. But Dwayne LaPrade now on the inside of Gary Shank. Still has not led a lap. Gary's led 3. LaPrade looking to maybe get a win here tonight. Drives it in there good. And look who's right there with him. Terry Bellinger.
Yeah, that's a man on a mission right now, Rudy.
Wow, now Terry has led a lap.
Yeah, depending on bonus points and depending on where Tom goes back to, this thing may not be over yet. Where's Tom? What position is Tom in?
13th, the last, or 12th now. He's in 12th place.
Then he's okay right now then.
Yeah, he's got the championship. But I'm going to tell you what, with Terry running as good as he is, and he's got enough fuel, we know that, that's going to definitely close that points. Yeah, that's definitely going to close the points up. But not enough to beat him, I don't think. LaPrade out front.
Tom would have to fall further back on. Terry's into the wall. Man.
Oh, no.
That slowed him way down, Rudy.
Oh, no. Mark McFadden third. David Gainforth in fourth. Michael Campbell fifth. And here comes Tom Clayton driving by. He's looks like he may have taken some tires. I'm trying to look and see here. No, he did not take any tires. He just took fuel. And I think he just he just took like a can of fuel and he was out of there.
Well, the question is, Rudy, does Dwayne LaPrade have 3 more laps worth of fuel?
Well, I don't think he'd be pushing it this hard if he didn't.
Me neither.
It's either that or he says, you know what, I'm going for the green stamps. No guts, no green stamps, right?
That's right. And getting into the wall back there for the 9, that's going to cost him his shot to win this race.
Well, he's still hanging on. Yeah, he's still hanging on to second, though, which is still going to close that gap up a little bit, but it's not going to be enough. Tom Clayton goes into 11th now, and he is going to be coming up on, let's see, he's coming up on Gary Shank. That is for position, but I don't think there's enough time to get to Gary. If they're coming to get the white flag here, this time by Dwayne LaPrade. Do I hear sputtering?
That's what I thought I heard too.
One more lap, white flag in the air. He may have been really shaking it right there. White flag. Terry Bellinger, second place. Mark McFadden in third. Boy, what an upset for this win after Tom Clayton dominated tonight with 67 laps. And Dwayne LaPrade to steal the win away from him. And I think he might be out of fuel, or almost out of fuel.
And the decision not to by Tom Clayton come back to bite him in the rear end. The 13 shaking it coming down the front stretch. And Dwayne LaPrade is your winner tonight here at Texas Motor Speedway.
Awesome job, man. I'll tell you what, that was really awesome. Fuel mileage race, brother.
Yes, sir.
I love it.
How about that 29 back there finishing second place? Hell of a job to Terry Belanger tonight. The way he drove the wheels off that Elvis machine tonight.
Oh, I know it. It was crazy, man. He just did so good in that car. I'm like thoroughly impressed.
And finishing out the podium spots, Rudy, Lynn McNeese, he snuck in there and he took third after all that.
Oh, he did? He got third?
Yes, sir.
Wow. So he stayed right there with Terry.
That's it. The guys that were second in the points coming in finished second and third in the race. And Tom Clayton, where did he finish? 9th.
Yeah, I know he was back there a little ways. Well, go up and let them know I'm coming up, and we'll talk to him here.
10-4.
Well, good win for Dwayne. Man, oh man, congrats to him. Shaking it, running out of fuel on the last lap. We'll get a word in with him here just a second. Scott went up to let him know that I'm popping up into the room. All right, I'm here, guys. Dwayne LaPrade, congrats on your win tonight.
Thank you, Rudy.
Wow. Tell us, was you running out of fuel in them last couple laps?
I had about 0.5 gallons left when I crossed the checkered flag. I definitely gotta definitely thank Terry for helping me win this one. He came down pit road on that last caution. I was debating and wasn't gonna, but he did, so I followed him, and that was the fuel I needed.
Well, yeah, according to our calculations, I guess we were more paying attention to Terry than you, but it looked like Terry was going to be one of the only ones out there that was going to be able to make it on fuel. We knew a lot of people were going to be short by a couple of laps. Tom Clayton, which dominated this race out here tonight, led 67 laps, just fell a little bit short of fuel, had to stop and do a splash of gas and go, but didn't matter. You had enough to make it. You brought it to victory lane. Congratulations, Dwayne. Man, talk about the rest of your race out there tonight.
I was just trying to save the tires most of the race. Texas is always hard on tires, so just biding my time, and the caution fell right, and Terry made the right call on the pit road, and I followed him in, got the right time. Right call at the right time.
That's right. That's all it takes, though, you know. Well, anybody you want to thank?
Absolutely. I want to thank Agassiz Speedway, GAC for putting it on, you guys for broadcasting it there, my wife Cheryl, and everybody else on to the rest.
Well, I know I forgot all about giving the shout-outs tonight, but tell her I said hello, and I'm glad she could tune in and watch. Are you ready for next season?
I'm hoping so. I got my vote in. We'll see what we run. Leaning towards Cadillac, but we'll see.
Well, that sounds like that would be a lot of fun. All right, Dwayne. Well, again, congrats on your win here tonight. I know it wasn't enough to get you to the championship, but you win the race, and that's what counts. So congratulations to you, brother, and thanks for talking with us.
Thank you, Rudy. Have a good one.
Scott?
Number 29, Terry Belanger. You got your ears on, buddy? Terry?
He dropped connection.
He just left.
Are you kidding me? Oh,
Yeah.
no. He dropped connection. Something happened.
Connection.
Yep. Oh, man. Well, that's all right. Go ahead and get third, Scott. We'll catch Terry if he comes back.
Lynn, you got a copy, buddy?
I got you, Scott.
Lynn, you started fourth tonight. You came home third. You rode in the back most of the night. Tell us how you came home third and stole that podium tonight.
Oh, late pit stop there. I knew, we was seeing how many laps we could go on fuel, and I was guessing if we went green on that last one, I was hoping to have enough fuel to go the way, and it worked.
Yeah, that was great to see that thing go green the rest of the way and see how the fuel thing played out. That was beautiful. Usually we get them late cautions and it breaks that up, but tonight it all played out.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about, the late caution coming in and goofing it all up, and I said that would mess everything up then.
Well, it was a great job by all three of you in the three tonight to pit when you did and not bank on that late caution where everybody would pit, and you paid off by getting the podium. You got anybody you want to thank tonight?
Oh, I'd like to thank Dean for putting it on, GAC and Agassiz Speedway, and then you and Rudy there in the booth, doing a great job this season.
We're going to see you back next season, Lynn?
Most definitely. We'll try this one more time, see if we can do 2 positions better for the podium there for the point standing.
Good deal, buddy. Well, hell of a job tonight bringing home that third place finish, and we look forward to seeing you next season.
All right. Thank you, Scott, and thanks, Rudy, and congratulations to Tom on his points championship.
Rudy?
All right. I guess that heads us right over to Tom Clayton. We wanted to talk to him about his championship tonight. First off, let's talk about the race a little bit, Tom. 67 laps. Was that a miscue on the fuel mileage, or what happened there? Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I should have stopped on that last caution and topped off, but I didn't, and I kind of was banking on another caution coming out, and it just didn't work out that way. But it worked out in the end. Well,
all in all, a great season. Good to see you out here, rookie season, and win the championship here at GAC. Is there any parts of the season that really sticks in your mind that was exciting and that made you really feel like you were in a good place to race here?
Oh yeah, I mean, anytime you're running up front and running good against these guys, you're doing something good because these guys are tough. So I'm just glad to be here.
Well, it was a great season, and let's see, that would you got 2 wins this season. I was looking at some of the points here, the standings. 2 wins this season, 9 starts. You had 5 top 5s, 8 top 10s, and you gained the most bonus points of anybody out there on the track this season. You actually beat Kiernan Church by 1 point, 1 more bonus point than he'd got. But it looks like the championship is yours, and congratulations to you. So we're going to give you the time here to thank whoever you want to thank and talk to the guys and let them all congratulate you. Time's yours, buddy.
Thanks. I want to thank Dean, GAC Racing League, for putting this on. You guys do a great job over here, and I really appreciate you guys and like racing with you. And looking forward to next season. I'd like to thank Agassiz Speedway for sponsoring us this season. Thank you guys over at MaxSpeedTV. You do a great job over there. Appreciate you. And shout out to CVID Awareness.
Very cool, very cool. Well, Vince, we're going to give you the microphone there and let you talk to our champion here and do your thing there, brother.
Thanks, Rudy. Kind of goes to say Tom started the season with us this year, and good driver, heck of a driver, and Tom got in some good races, had some good races, and he did what it took to win. And like I say, congratulations to him on a job well done. like Tom said, there's some tough cookies over here, and you know, it wasn't handed to him. You have to earn it, and he darn sure did. And you know, he well deserved it. He's just ran a good race and was consistent all season long. And you know, sometimes you don't have to win them all. You just got to be consistent and keep clean. And he did all in all good job with that. And you can't ask for any more out of that. And you'd like to thank Dwayne on his win here tonight, and Lynn on his third place finish, and that, you know, top 3 guys there and stuff. And just a heck of a season all season long, really, here. You know, had some tough ways of going, and looking forward to next season. Hope everybody be back, and be interesting to see what we run. Don't know yet, but hopefully here shortly we will. And again, congrats to Tom on a job well done and championship well deserved.
Okay,
Thank you,
Vince.
sir.
Very good, very good. All right, well, we're going to run down through the points then real quick here, and yeah, there you go. That's pretty cool. Tom Clayton, GAC champion. All right, good deal. Okay, well, we'll run down through the results here real quick, and we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, results here. Dwayne LaPrade winning here tonight. Congratulations to him. Terry Bellinger in second. He was real close. I think that did kind of close him up a little closer on Tom Clayton with coming in second and Tom finishing ninth. Len McNeese close, nipping on the heels of Terry Bellinger, trying to get a couple more points on him, but wasn't going to happen. Mark McFadden coming in fourth. Great run for Mark. Chuck Shaw finishing fifth. Man, that was awesome. Terry Walters sixth. John Stanley seventh. Gary Shank eighth. Tom Clayton ninth, our champion. David Gainforth finishing 10th, last season's champion. Kernan Church in 11th. Michael Campbell 12th. Jim Locking 13th. Paul Cohen 14th. Vincent Viney finishing 15th. Jeffrey Coacher 16th. Robert Sharp 17th. Michael Palmer 18th. John Estes 19th. Billy Rodenberger 20th. Rolando Arroyo finishing 21st. Wayne Feldman 22nd. Robert Fuller 23rd. Tony Gray 24th. Don Steves in the 25th position. But again, congratulations here to our winner tonight, Dwayne LaPrade, and the season champion, Tom Clayton. Thanks for watching here tonight, folks. We appreciate it. And we'll be back here 2 weeks from tonight to start up GAC's new season. So we will see you tomorrow night. Until then, folks, stay safe and have a good night.